Hello, my dear. Oh, what's that? Oh, just fixing the place up a little bit. You know, I've been thinking about how, while I'm here, I may as well make the best of it, so in a way I've started to show the place a little love, as it were. Oh, please, have a seat, get comfortable. I've been thinking all night about what we should share, what we should listen to, and I've decided, well, going to take another direction. Because as I show my humble abode a little bit of love, it made me think about hate. The opposite of love, but yet oddly still just as powerful, just as engulfing. The statement is just as powerful as love. For instance, I hate Harold.
Radio Mystery Theater presents... Come in. Welcome. I'm Sammy Grimes. Today's story is about love and hate. But I have to admit that hate plays a bigger part in the life and adventures of George Wallaby. Oh, I know what you're thinking. George Wallaby isn't a very inspiring name for the hero of a crime story. But then George is a somewhat different hero. He's not very tall. He's not very strong. Well, let's face it. George is short, bald, and what polite people call unprepossessing. But he's our hero just the same. And all because he meets a man he hates.
Mr. Kipnis, I'm sorry to tell you this, but I hate Harold Buckhalter.
Now, George...
I'm sorry, Mr. Kipnis. I don't usually hate people. I don't think I've ever hated anyone in my life. But I hate Harold.
Our mystery drama, I Hate Harold, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Henry Slessor and stars Larry Haynes. I'll be back shortly with Act One. The time, 10:15 on a Monday morning. The place, the offices of Kipnis and Company, dealers of fine jewelry, wholesale only, please. It's a soothing, pleasant scene before us. The gentle clacking of a typewriter, the soothing shuffle of papers, the subdued syllables of murmured conversation. It's a scene George Wallaby knows only too well, since he has viewed it from his desk for the past 6 years. Although these days, that view has improved considerably, because now, sitting at the desk opposite George, is a lovely young woman named Gretchen. Sweet, soft-spoken Gretchen, with the long, silky blonde hair, who inspired George Wallaby with delicious daydreams. But today, George is about to have another kind of dream. At 10:15 on a Monday morning, George is about to have a nightmare.
Hi, gorgeous. Is Mr. Kipnis around?
Why, he's in his office, I think.
Well, why don't you march right into his office and tell him that Harold Buckhalter is here?
Do you have an appointment, Mr. Buckhalter?
Oh, yes, that reminds me. He said something about checking in with his executive assistant. Is that you, doll?
No, that's Mr. Wallaby.
Oh, too bad. You're Mr. Wallaby, I presume. I certainly am. What can I do for you, Mr. Buckhalter? Hey, come on. It's a small office. The acoustics are perfect. Didn't you hear what I told Gorgeous? I want to see the boss. I also heard Miss Simmons ask if you had an appointment. Just tell the old man Harold is here, Wallaby. Wallaby. Sounds like a guy gargling. You got a first name, Wallaby? Would you mind telling me what company you represent? I represent myself, kiddo. Just myself. Now, will you tell the boss I'm here? Or do I just walk into his office?
I'll tell Mr. Kipnis, George.
George. So that's your name. Good. I'll call you George, and you can call me Harold. You better call yourself a cad, Buckhalter. I doubt very much that Mr. Kipnis will see you.
Harold, my boy, why didn't somebody tell me you were here?
Hi, Mr. Kipnis. Sorry I'm late.
Come inside, Harold. We'll have a nice talk, and then we'll go out to lunch. No, have you met my assistant, George Wallaby?
Sure did, Mr. Kipnis. Nice fella, George. Well, I haven't met Mr. Buckhalter, Mr. Kipnis. Not formally, anyway.
Well, let me introduce you. You fellas are going to see a lot of each other.
We are?
Harold is our new sales manager. He's going to replace old Demetrius. You know Demetrius is retiring.
Dead, Mr. Kipnis.
What?
Mr. Demetrius died last month.
Oh, yeah. Yes, of course. We sent flowers, didn't we?
Yes, sir.
Well, this is our little office, Harold. Small but efficient. This will be your desk right here, right behind George.
I'll keep an eye on him, Mr. Kipnis.
You do that, Harold.
And I certainly intend to keep an eye on you, Miss Simmons.
Yeah, well, come into my office, Harold. And you like cigars?
Well, what did you think of that?
What, George?
Did you see that Harold?
Yes, I did. He had an awfully nice smile, didn't he?
I just don't understand it, Gretchen. I talked to Mr. Kipnis about that sales job 2 months ago when Demetrius first left.
Oh, they have spinach steak on the menu today, George. Your favorite.
You know, I've been there 6 years. 6 years, Gretchen. You'd think that would entitle me a little consideration.
Of course, there's the peanut butter beef patty. You like that, too,
How
don't
could
you?
Kipnis fall for a loudmouth super salesman like Harold Buckhalter? Our clients will hate him.
Harold says they're all crazy about him.
What did you say?
Harold told me that all our clients just adore him.
When did he tell you that?
At dinner last night.
Gretchen, you had dinner with Harold Buckhalter. Why?
Yeah, because he asked me.
But you never had dinner with me, Gretchen.
I had lunch with you, George.
You mean I'm more the lunch type and Harold is the dinner type?
You know, I never thought about it, but yes, I guess that's true.
You know something, Gretchen? I don't like Harold Buckhalter.
Come on in, George. Well, sit down. You don't look well enough to be standing up.
The truth is, I'm not feeling too well, Mr. Kipnis.
What's the matter? You got a virus?
Well, you could say that, I suppose. A virus named Buckhalter.
How's that again?
Oh, well, it's worse than a virus, sir. It's a galloping infection. It's a plague.
What are you talking about, George?
Well, I'm talking about your new hotshot sales manager. I'm talking about Harold Buckhalter. That man is plaguing me, Mr. Kipnis. He's driving me crazy.
Now, easy now, George. Take it easy.
He's inventing new tortures for me every day. He's dedicating his life to tormenting me, and it's got to stop.
Now, you can't be serious, George. Why, Harold's too busy to do anything like that. He's out there selling every day.
Well, before he goes out there, Mr. Kipnis, he's in here at my desk finding new ways to make me suffer, like yesterday, for instance.
What did he do to you?
Well, he put a pinhole into my coffee container.
He what?
He put a little pinhole into the bottom of my cardboard coffee container. It was a slow brown leak all over my desk, my correspondence, everything.
Now, George, why would Harold Buckhalter play a silly trick like that? He's a grown man.
Oh, is he? Would a grown man put a thumbtack on another grown man's chair? Would a grown man leave a message on my desk to call a Mr. Fish at a number that turns out to be the aquarium?
I'm sorry. It sounds like harmless pranks to me.
And last week, do you know what he did to me last week?
What did he do, George?
Well, I was having lunch in the House of Health restaurant. I was with someone, and Harold came in and took a table right near us.
What's wrong with that?
Now, wait, just listen. He kept butting in on my private conversation, and I got so irritated, I gagged a little bit on a piece of spinach. And do you know what he did then?
What, George?
He performed the Heimlich maneuver.
A what?
You know the Heimlich maneuver, where they grab you around the waist to keep you from choking?
Oh, yes. That's a great lifesaver.
Yeah, well, only my life didn't need saving, sir. Don't you understand? He just wanted to humiliate me, make a fool out of me in front of people.
Now, George, you're taking this much too seriously. I know you don't like Harold. I know you resent him a little. But he's a salesman, George. You're more of an inside man.
Well, I just can't believe that a vulgar lout like Harold Buckhalter can be any kind of salesman. And I wouldn't be surprised if he turned out to be a complete fraud.
Now, George...
Well, how do you know the kind of deals he's making out there? How do you know he isn't some kind of a crook?
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
Well, did you check his references? Did you call his last employer?
Well, no, I didn't.
Mr. Kipnis, you've got millions of dollars in jewelry in this office. Now, how do you know he isn't planning something criminal?
George, that's enough. I know you don't like Harold. There's no reason to make wild accusations.
Well, I'm sorry. Mr. Kipnis. I don't usually hate people. I don't think I've ever hated anyone in my life. But I hate Harold. Well, just see about these so-called references.
Directory assistance, what city, please?
Providence, Rhode Island, please. I need the number of the Harriman Jewelry Company. I'm afraid I don't have the exact address.
One moment. That number is area code 401-555-6737.
Hello, is this Mr. Harriman?
Yes, it is. What can I do for you?
My name is Wallaby. I'm with Kipnis and Company. I'm Mr. Kipnis's executive assistant. Mr. Harriman, do you happen to know a Harold Buckhalter?
Harold? Of course I know Harold.
No. Then he actually worked for your company, just as he says in his resume?
Yes, of course he did. Not very long, mind you, but he was here. Yes, Harold was a darn good salesman. All my customers liked him.
Oh, that's very nice.
I wish I could have kept him longer, but, the business the way it was.
Yeah, well, how long did he actually work there?
Oh, about 3 months, I guess, give or take a couple of weeks.
Oh. Well, if he was that good, why did you let him go?
Had to do it. Like I said, business was pretty tough. We had a rather large and unexpected loss.
What did you say?
I said we had a loss or a theft. Well, we don't know for sure. The insurance company called in a mysterious disappearance.
Mysterious disappearance?
Yes, unfortunately, our policy didn't quite cover the loss. Well, we had to make up the money some way, so we cut down on staff.
And so you let Harold go?
Well, as a matter of fact, Harold offered to quit. He saw we couldn't afford him anymore. Nice guy, Harold. You're lucky to get him, Mr. Kipnis.
Yeah, my name... never mind. Thank you, Mr. Harriman. Thank you very, very much. Goodbye. Mysterious disappearance. Oh, how I'd like to see that happen to Harold.
Excuse me, is this seat taken?
No, it's not.
You're not expecting anyone? Lady, perhaps?
No. Why do you ask?
Well, to tell you the truth, I've seen you in here with a lady before. A very pretty girl. Long, blonde hair.
Oh, well, I'm alone today.
Her name is Gretchen, isn't it?
Yes. How did you know?
And your name is George. George Wallaby, am I right?
Now, wait just 1 minute. Have you been eavesdropping, Mr.
There's the name. Call me Walter.
Well, I don't think I want to call you anything.
Well, now, wait a minute. Let me explain. In fact, maybe this will explain it better than words.
That's a badge.
Shh, keep your voice down. I'd rather people didn't know what I did for a living.
Have you been trailing me?
Oh, now, don't look so worried. You're not under suspicion, and neither is your girlfriend.
Well, she's not my girlfriend. Gretchen is just someone in the office.
And there's someone else in your office, isn't there? Someone who calls himself Harold?
Oh, yes, we definitely have a Harold.
Well, I wish I had a Harold. I wish I had him in jail.
Did you say jail?
That's right, George. You see, I happen to believe that Mr. Harold Buckhalter is nothing less than a crook.
Speak about prophetic visions. Apparently, George Wallaby's instincts about Harold are correct. Harold may be more than loud and vulgar, but as George sits in the health food restaurant, there's a strange expression on his face. He doesn't look alarmed. He doesn't look worried. Why, anyone looking at George Wallaby right now would think that he had just heard very good news. We'll find out how good that news really is when we return with Act 2 shortly. They say that every dog has his day, and perhaps that day has arrived for George Wallaby. Sitting opposite him at the House of Health restaurant, a grim man in shaggy brown tweeds had told him something electrifying, that Harold Buckhalter may well be a clever criminal. The eyes of George Wallaby are glowing as he listens.
It's true, George. Nothing would give me greater pleasure than to put a pair of handcuffs on that man. Do you know how long I've been after him?
No, how long?
It was, let's see, I guess it was 4 years ago next month. I was working as an investigator for an insurance company. There was a brazen robbery at a large jewelry firm in the Midwest.
And Harold worked there?
Their best salesman, they said.
Yes, they all say that.
And the funny thing is, the next case I worked on involving a gem theft was a big firm in the Northeast. And lo and behold, who was their best salesman? Excuse me, George, are you listening to me?
Oh, Mr. Carstairs, if you only knew how I was listening to you.
Call me Walter. Something tells me that you and I have a lot in common.
This is incredible. This is wonderful.
Now, wait now. Don't get me wrong. I don't have any actual evidence that Harold Buckhalter was behind these gem heists.
Gem heists? I love it.
If I did have the evidence, I would have been flashing my badge in his face, not yours.
Yes, but Walter, do you mean he commits robberies?
Not at the point of a gun. It's more like a con game, inside jobs. To me, it's no coincidence that Harold Buckhalter worked in 3 companies that sustained large losses of gems. I worked on 2 of those cases, George, and I smell a rat.
Well, why don't you warn my boss, Mr. Kipnis?
Wouldn't do any good. If there's one thing Harold manages to do, it's get himself in good graces with the boss.
Oh.
And if he did believe me and fired Harold, he'd just move somewhere else. Maybe where I can't find him.
And you really think he's going to try something here at Kipnis and Company?
I don't know. But I want to know. I want to catch this guy with the meat in his mouth.
Walter, listen, if there's anything I can do...
Interesting that you should say that.
Oh, you mean there is?
You don't like Harold Buckhalter, do you?
No, I don't.
And how would you like to help me catch this guy, George? Right in the act.
Me?
I can't do it alone. I need somebody on the inside. And since you're Kipnis' executive assistant...
What would I have to do, Mr. Carstairs?
Call me Walter.
Yes, Walter.
Look, George, don't you see? Harold won't be able to pull his scam without involving you.
Well, he could deal directly with Mr. Kipnis.
No. Harold always operates with the same M.O.
M.O.? What's that?
A modus operandi.
Modus operandi, yes.
He always waits until the boss is out of town before he goes to work. That's why you're bound to be involved. And when you are, get me in the picture, and we'll nail them together. That appeal to you?
Oh, yes. Yes, it does. As a matter of fact, that appeals to me very, very much.
A week has passed since Walter Carstairs interrupted George Wallaby's bean and carrot soup with an invitation to adventure. It was a bad week for George. On Monday morning, Harold did Walter a favor and shellacked his wooden swivel chair. However, he forgot to advise George that the chair was still sticky wet. On Tuesday, Harold apologized by bringing George a present, a new hairbrush. George's bald head went pink when Gretchen giggled. On Wednesday, Gretchen took pity on George and had lunch with him.
You just don't understand, Harold. He's fun-loving.
He is, huh?
Well, he just has a well-developed sense of humor.
Oh, is that what you call it? Shellacking my chair, ruining my files?
Oh, you don't know if he did that.
Of course he did. Gretchen, that man has been making my life miserable ever since he came to Kipnis and Company.
But why would he do that?
Because he's... Well, that's the kind of person he is. Among other things.
What other things?
Oh, never mind.
George, do you know something I don't know?
Well, maybe I do, maybe I don't.
Well? Oh, what is it?
I can't tell you.
No, well, I can always find out for myself. I can ask Harold at dinner.
All right. I'll tell you. But you have to promise not to breathe a word.
Oh, I promise.
Gretchen, Harold Buckhalter may be a jewel thief.
George, what an awful thing to say.
Well, it might be true, Gretchen. I have inside information.
What you have is a grudge.
Well, maybe so, but there's more to that guy than meets the eye.
Oh, how exciting.
Is that all you can say?
But it is exciting. I mean, I thought Harold was just a fun person. But a jewel thief.
You know something, Gretchen? I think you like him better now.
Oh, you have to admit, George, these international jewel thieves are so fascinating.
I didn't say he was international. I said he was just a local jewel thief.
Oh, but just the same, there's something so glamorous about it. Don't you think?
Oh, we'll see how glamorous he looks when I put him behind bars.
But the days passed slowly and nothing exciting happened at the offices of Kipnis and Company. Except that Gretchen seemed even more impressed by the dashing Harold Buckhalter than ever before. Then it happened. The detective, Walter Carstairs, had told him that Harold rarely made his move until the boss was out of the office, preferably out of town.
George, I'm going to the Far East on my annual buying trip.
Yes, Mr. Kipnis. How long will you be gone this time?
Couple of weeks. First stop Hong Kong, then I'm going to try to get over to Canton and maybe Peking.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
You'll see about plane tickets, hotel reservations, ground transportation.
Yes, sir.
You'll come to my place tomorrow and pack.
Oh, yes, sir, as usual.
And, of course, you'll take Fifi again.
Oh, do I have to, Mr. Kipnis?
Well, you know Mrs. Kipnis doesn't want to put her dog in any kennel.
Yes, sir.
And don't forget about watering the plants. Miss Kipnis will give you the schedule.
Yes, sir.
She'll also give you a list of TV programs to tape.
Oh, naturally, sir.
And don't forget about picking up the kids after school like you always do.
Well, now that they're both in college, Mr. Kipnis, don't you think that maybe...
Well, what are you waiting for, George? You've got things to do.
Oh, yes, Mr. Kipnis.
But this was one year that George didn't really mind doing all those things for Mr. Kipnis, because it would mean that the boss would be out of the office, and that Harold Buckhalter, local jewel thief, might make his big move. Then, sure enough, only 6 days after his departure, Mr. Kipnis's fair-haired boy, Harold, walked up to George's desk, waving a yellow rectangle of paper.
Hey, George, look at this. Huh? What is it? Look, it's a cable from the old man from Hong Kong. He wants me to show the Contessa collection. The Contessa? You must be kidding. Why would I kid you, George? Here's the cable. Well, that's ridiculous. Mr. Kipnis would never... Never what? The collection's for sale, isn't it? That's why we have it on consignment. So go on, George. Get it for me. No, I can't. I just can't. Look, read it yourself, huh? All right, George, I'll read it for you. Show Contessa collection. Arnold Rutherford, Hotel Woodard, soonest. Sending Wallaby authorization today. Listen, I didn't receive any authorization. You haven't even looked at your mail yet, George. Oh, yes. Let's see. Well, what's that? Huh? What's that under there? Looks like another cablegram to me. Yes, it is. Well, this constitutes authorization. Give Buckhalter Contessa collection for sales call. Kipnis.
Well, there you go, George. So, hand over this Contessa collection, whatever that is.
Do you mean you don't even know?
Why should I?
Well, it's the most precious collection in the entire catalog.
No kidding. What's in it?
Well, there are 13 high-quality blue-white diamonds. They were originally part of a necklace worn by an Italian countess of the last century.
Wow. She must have been a pip.
Well, Mr. Kipnis has had this collection on consignment for the last 2 years.
Couldn't unload him, huh? Well, don't worry, Georgie. Super salesman is here.
Oh, you don't understand. The diamonds are virtually flawless, perfectly matched. But they could have been sold individually 100 times, but the owner refuses to sell the gems separately.
Okay, so I'll sell a whole bunch of them to this guy, Rutherford.
And just who is Rutherford?
One of my contacts. Don't worry about that, Georgie. Just get the stuff out of the vault.
I assume this contact is coming here?
No. I'm bringing the collection to his hotel.
Oh, well, you can't do that, Harold.
Why not?
Because it's against company policy. No one is allowed to leave with more than a few $1,000s worth of samples. And just one of the diamonds in the collection is worth at least $80,000 to $100,000.
George, will you stop giving me a hard time? You saw the old man's cable, so don't yammer at me about company policy.
Now, this is quite a responsibility, Harold. Maybe I should call Mr. Kipnis in Hong Kong.
Now, look, George, if Kipnis wanted to give you the instructions by phone, he would have called. Besides, he never spends more than a couple of days in these places. He has a lot of territory to cover in 2 weeks.
Well, anyone could have a cable sent.
Who else do you know named Kipnis in Hong Kong? Come on, George. My client is waiting for me. Get in there and get those diamonds.
Very well. But it isn't in the outside vault. Mr. Kipnis keeps them in his private safe in his office. Excuse me. What's that number? What did I do with that number? Oh, yes, here it is. 2, 3.
Hello?
Mr. Carstairs, this is George Wallaby.
Call me Walter, George.
Yes, Walter. Listen, Walter. It's just the way you said it would be. Buckhalter just asked me to give him some diamonds from Mr. Kipnis's private vault.
Oh, and Kipnis is away, right?
Yes, right. He's in the Far East. He's traveling. There were 2 cablegrams.
Phonies, George. Take my word for it. He probably has a Confederate send them.
Yes, I'm sure of that. Mr. Kipnis would never let that collection out of his office. He never lets anyone ever show it but himself.
Sounds like our boy is making his move.
Well, what should I do, Walter? I can't possibly give him the diamonds. I know that it'll be the last we see of him.
Give them to him, George.
What? What did you say?
Give him those rocks. It's the only way we're going to catch this guy red-handed.
Oh, no, I can't do that.
Oh, of course you can do it. Believe me, he won't get very far with them.
Well, if he got away with this before...
He didn't have me on his tail. This time will be different, I promise. Now, here's what you do. Stall him for about half an hour. That's how long it'll take for me to get in front of your building. When he comes out with the goods, I'll be there.
No, I won't.
Don't you want to see justice done, George?
But I can't possibly release all those valuable diamonds.
Don't you want to see that phony behind bars where he belongs?
Yes, of course I do, but I
You don't like the guy, do you, George?
I hate Harold.
Then what are you waiting for, George?
Yes, you're right. You're right, Walter. It's the best way. I'll give him the diamonds, but I'm going with him to meet this customer. I want to see this arrest for myself.
No, George, that's no good. You'll scare him off.
Well, just the same, Mr. Carstairs, if I'm going to do this thing, I will have to be part of the action.
You really are a good citizen, George.
It has nothing to do with the diamonds. I want to see those handcuffs go on because I hate Harold.
And so, in the next few minutes, George Wallaby is going to get his chance for revenge. Of course, at the same time, Harold Buckhalter is going to get his chance at several $100,000 worth of diamonds. Which one of them is going to be the happy man? We'll find out when we return with Act 3. It's the moment of crisis in the offices of Kipnis and Company, wholesale jewelers. A moment that George Wallaby will look upon as the turning point of his life. He has made a fateful decision, and now there is no going back. As he steps out of the private office of his employer, Mr. Kipnis, there is a flat steel box in his hand, and Harold Buckhalter looks at the box and smiles.
Well, now, that's being sensible, George. Mr. Kipnis would have been very upset if you hadn't listened to him.
Yes, we wouldn't want to upset Mr. Kipnis, would we?
No, George, we wouldn't. Well, hand it over.
No, it's quite all right. I'll be glad to carry them.
You're really sure you want to do this, huh? Come along with me.
Well, why not? You can tell Mr. Rutherford that I am your assistant. That's the way you treat me around here, isn't it?
All right, George, if that's the only way you'll have it, let's go. Oh, just one moment. I want to tell Gretchen something. Oh, Gretchen, baby.
Yes, Harold?
Hey, I'm expecting a call from London this afternoon, maybe one from Marrakesh. Tell them I'll call back in a couple hours.
Yes, Harold?
And don't forget about tonight. I just got the tickets. 5th row center.
Oh, I won't forget.
I'll we go back to my place later and listen to my new stereo, huh? Well, George, ready to leave?
Oh, yes, I'm ready. You don't know how ready I am.
It was exactly 25 minutes since George's last word with Walter Carstairs when he and Harold emerged into the street. His heart beating twice as fast as normally. George clutched the flat steel box against his chest as Harold deftly waved a taxi to a stop against the curb. George looked about for Walter Carstairs, but there was no sign of the detective, and he began to wonder if he had made it on time.
Hotel Woodard, please.
Nervously, George looked out the rear window to try and catch a glimpse of Carstairs' trailing vehicle. He saw nothing, but he felt sure that the detective was behind them. He just had to be.
You don't trust me, do you, George?
Why? Why do you say that?
Well, that's the reason you came along with me, obviously. You thought I might do something foolish, like walk off with the diamonds.
Oh, no, I didn't think any such thing.
Yeah, I could see from the way you looked at those cablegrams. You thought they just might be a fake, didn't you?
Certainly not.
Yeah, I'll bet you were hoping they were a fake, George. And I'll bet you're hoping there ain't a Mr. Rutherford at the hotel, am I right?
No, I have no idea what you're talking about, Harold.
Tell me something. Why do you keep looking out the back window?
The back? Oh, well, it's just a habit. That's a habit of mine. I'm always a bit nervous when I'm carrying so much precious merchandise.
Oh. Well, I can help make you less nervous, George. Give the box to me.
No, thank you.
Hey, here we are. There you go, buddy. Well, are you all set, George?
All set.
As they enter the lobby of the Hotel Devonshire, poor George Wallaby's knees are shaking so hard he can hardly navigate across the thick carpet. There is still no sign of Walter Carstairs, and for a depressing moment, George wonders if the detective has been mistaken, if the cablegram was indeed genuine, if there really is a Mr. Rutherford in a hotel room upstairs, waiting to make an offer on the most precious gems in the Kipnis and Company inventory.
One moment, George. I'll have to use the house phone. Tell Rutherford that we're here. Oh, Mr. Rutherford, please. I think the room number is 811.
George's heart is beating faster than ever. Is there really a Rutherford? Is he a genuine customer, or perhaps a confederate of Harold Buckhalter? If he goes upstairs with Harold, will his life be in danger? George's hand in the flat steel box becomes slippery with perspiration, and there is still no sign of Walter Carstairs. But then...
Oh, George. Huh? He wants me to come up alone. What? Rutherford. He wants me to come upstairs by myself. With the diamonds, of course.
Well, I told you I can't permit it.
Rutherford's a very private person. He doesn't like a lot of people around. Now, come on, George, give me the box.
No, I won't do it.
He's only going to be in town one day. Now, if he doesn't see the Contessa collection right now, we lose the sale.
Well, I can't. I still...
Sorry, George. It just has to be this way.
Hey,
Give me that box.
See you later, kid.
Harold, stop.
Can't keep him waiting. I can just catch that elevator.
Harold!
It was no use. Harold was gone behind the closing doors of the elevator. He had moved too swiftly for George to stop him, and there was still no sign of the detective. Frantically, George tries to decide what to do. Then he has an idea.
Hello, Mr. Rutherford, please. Rutherford. Are you No. No, I don't know his first name, but he must be registered here. I just heard some... Oh, I see. Yes. Yes, thank you very much. Oh, my gosh, he didn't call upstairs at all. He must have had his finger on the hook. There is no Rutherford, and Harold has the diamonds.
George.
What? Oh, Mr. Carstairs. Where have you been? He's got the diamonds. Harold has the diamonds.
Of course he has them. He has to have them, George, or else the whole thing is no good.
What?
I told you. The only way I'm going to get a conviction is by catching the guy red-handed. And that's what I'm going to do.
But he's gone. He took the box and went into the elevator. He could be anywhere in the hotel by now.
I know exactly where he is, George. I know exactly how that man operates.
Well, where is he?
I'm sure he did exactly what he did in Chicago and Detroit and Lord knows how many other places. He got off the elevator at the next stop and then took the service elevator to the street. Come on, we don't have a moment to lose.
Do you see him? Do you see him, Mr. Carstairs?
Yes, there he is.
Where?
Coming out of that alley. Oh, quick, he's heading for that cab stand.
Yes.
Buckholder, stop.
Yeah, hurry, Walter, quick. Don't let him get away.
I gotcha. Hey, what is this? What do you want?
I know what you want, Buckholder, but you're not getting away with it this time.
George, who is this man? Is he a friend of yours?
Oh, yes, he is one of the best friends I ever had.
Now, look, I was just going to bring the diamonds to the airport. I found out that Rutherford couldn't wait for me and was on his way back home. I thought I could.
Yes, I know exactly what you thought, Buckholder. But you're not going to the airport. You're going with me.
Hey, what is
This is called a badge, Buckholder. And these are called handcuffs. Harold Buckholder, you're under arrest for the crime of grand larceny. It's my duty to warn you that anything you might say may be used in testimony against you.
Good morning, Gretchen. Is Mr. Kipnis in yet?
Yes, he's waiting to see you. Oh, George, is it all true?
Oh, yes, it's true, all right. I'll tell you all about it at lunch, if you like.
Oh, yes, please.
Yes, I'll see you later, then.
Oh, George. Come in. Sit down, George.
Yes, sir.
Talk to me. But whatever you do, don't tell me what a fool I've been. I know I don't hate too well myself.
Well, now don't you be too hard on yourself, Mr. Kipnis.
No, you warned me, George. You told me I was being a silly old fool, trusting that young man without even checking out his references.
Well, it wouldn't have helped, Mr. Kipnis. Now, Harold's reference would have been verified. Nobody he ever worked for thought that he was a crook. That's why he got away with it for such a long time. You do have insurance, of course.
Insurance?
Mm-hmm.
What are you talking about?
Why, to cover the loss.
What loss? What are you talking about?
You mean you don't know?
Well, you told me on the phone that it was a trap. That this detective, what was his name?
Well, I call him Walter.
You told me this detective wanted to catch Buckholder in the act.
Yes, that's what he told me. Of course, he was lying.
He what?
He didn't want to trap Harold. He wanted to trap me. And that's what he did. He was a crook, too.
What did you say?
I just came from the police, Mr. Kipnis. And they told me there isn't any cop named Walter Carstairs, private or otherwise. They told me that Walter is Harold's Confederate.
Oh, good Lord.
Yes, they've been working this con game for years, and that's why Walter kept the Contessa collection.
Yeah, but you told me he needed them for evidence.
Yes, that's what he always says, of course.
Then the diamonds are gone?
Oh, yes, sir, yes. I'm sure they're both out of the country by now, Mr. Kipnis, deciding how to spend the money.
You know what I just decided, George?
What's that, Mr. Kipnis?
You're fired.
I don't understand, George. Don't you like the house's health anymore?
No, Gretchen, I feel healthy enough, thanks.
But this is the most expensive restaurant in town.
Well, I just wanted us to have lunch someplace special for a change.
Oh, but you can't afford that, George. I mean, didn't you just tell me that Mr. Kipnis fired you?
That's right.
But did he give you severance pay or something?
No, not a penny.
And you're not upset about it?
Oh, no. I deserved being fired, and I certainly didn't deserve any severance pay.
But what happened wasn't your fault.
Wasn't it?
But they fooled you, George. They were just too clever for you.
Oh, yes, they were clever, weren't they? I'm sure Harold dreamed up the whole scheme.
You know, I know this is awful to say, but I can't help...
You can't help thinking that Harold was clever.
Well, you have to admit there was something romantic about what they did.
Yes, I knew you felt that way, Gretchen, and how romantic jewel thieves were. That's why I did what I did.
What do you mean?
Well, you see, I didn't give Harold the Contessa collection.
You didn't?
Oh, no. You see, when Harold asked me for them, I went into Mr. Kipnis's office safe and took the diamonds out of the box. And then I put some cheap paste imitation in their place. And I locked the box again.
Then the diamonds are still here.
Oh, no. The diamonds are gone, Gretchen.
But you just told me.
Those clever international jewel thieves took them, Gretchen. Remember?
Oh, George.
By the way, have you ever been to South America, Gretchen?
It looks as if the Contessa collection has just been added to George Wallaby's collection. And so, for that matter, has Gretchen. You might say there's a moral to our story. Even though George started out hating Harold, he ended up by being very grateful to him, which goes to prove that you can always find something to like in everyone you meet. I'll be back with a further report on the Contessa collection shortly. There was only one problem in George Wallaby's life. The day he and Gretchen showed up at the airport to board a plane for Brazil, they were approached by two gentlemen with badges. This time, the badges were the real thing. You see, George decided it would be much better to carry the Contessa collection aboard by hand. What he forgot was that all hand luggage went through X-ray inspection. Ah, well, they do say crime doesn't pay. But crime and mystery can also be entertaining. So we hope you'll be listening for us next time. Our cast included Larry Haynes, Paul Hecht, Robert Dryden, and Diana Kirkwood. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown.
Well, I found that one a bit on the chilling side, wouldn't you say? Well, please, allow me to freshen up your tea. The chair is comfortable, yes? Good. Very good. Well, as we continue our theme about the extremes of detestment, I don't want to keep things all in the realm of a distant dislike. No. I think that one of the most underrated of all the abhorrence. Let's see about brotherly hate.
And now stay tuned for the program that has rated tops in popularity for a longer period of time than any other West Coast program in radio history. The Signal Oil program, The Whistler.
Signal gasoline.
Signal, the famous Go Farther gasoline, invites you to sit back and enjoy another strange story by The Whistler. For extra driving pleasure, the signal to look for is the yellow and black circle sign that identifies signal service stations from Canada to Mexico. And for Sunday evening listening pleasure, the signal to listen for is this whistle that identifies the signal oil program, the Whistler.
I am the Whistler, and I know many things, for I walk by night. I know many strange tales, hidden in the hearts of men and women who have stepped into the shadows. Yes, I know the nameless terrors of which they dare not speak.
And now the Whistler's strange story, Brotherly Hate.
Visiting hours were over. The Jeffrey Long Museum in San Francisco was quiet. And in the private office of the owner, Jeffrey sat at his desk, staring at the note in his hands. A note that was damp, almost wet with his own perspiration. The hands trembled and there was a tight, nervous feeling in the pit of his stomach. Symptoms of terror. It had all started 3 months ago when Jeffrey Long had received the first envelope while in Cairo. Then followed days and weeks of mounting fear. Because each Saturday thereafter, like a gentle stabbing before the final thrust, came an identical note, and the message was always the same.
If you killed Estelle, you will die on the anniversary of her death.
And now it's Saturday again. The feeling of terror grows stronger, doesn't it, Jeffrey? The beads of perspiration on your forehead colder. Yes, because it's Saturday and tomorrow, Sunday the 17th, is the anniversary of Estelle's death.
Yes?
Mr. Burton is here, sir.
Thank you, Miss Grant. Send him in. Come in, Burton. Come in.
What's on your mind, Long?
You know why I called you. Sit down.
Want me to discover the lamp used by Ramesses IV? Oh, what I do for money.
You're a private detective, aren't you? What about Estelle Blair's brother?
Look, if you didn't kill the girl, why worry?
This brother, the one who's been sending me these letters, he's obviously a crackpot. He might do anything.
Call the police. They'll give you protection.
I tell you, he's got to be found. You've got to find him. I can't go around afraid of everyone I meet. Everyone from cab drivers to the caretakers here in my own building.
Listen, when I walked in here nearly a year ago with a hunk of papyrus and an alabaster cup that belonged to King Tut, you hired me like that.
Yes, certainly.
Since then, I've been doing your dirty work. I've even swiped scarabs and jewel boxes for you all over the world. But murder's another thing, even for me. I want to know what I'm getting into, that's all. If you kill Estelle Blair, then I want to know about that. That clear?
I've told you. Her death was an accident.
And I'm telling you the result of my investigation. As far as I'm concerned, Estelle Blair never had a brother. Anytime you decide to give out with what really's got you scared, just dial my number.
You can't walk out on me now, Burton.
You can get another private eye.
No, there isn't time.
Like I said, when you're ready to tell me why you're so scared, just dial my number. But don't wait too long.
It's turned out as you feared it would, hasn't it, Jeffrey? Yes. Burton, the private detective, hasn't been able to find Estelle Blair's brother. And now there's only one thing to do. You know there's too much to lose if you are murdered. The resultant investigation would certainly reveal the ugly facts surrounding your former assistant's death. You have immortality to lose, Jeffrey. Your name is the greatest private collector of Egyptology in the world. The proud name that shines brightly from the brass plaque on your great museum. The museum you intend to will to the city on your death. Quickly you get to your feet, hurry to the small cabinet, and take down a bottle marked poison. There is a way out, isn't there? A way you can preserve the honored name of Jeffrey Long.
Excuse me, Mr. Long.
Yes? Oh, what is it, Miss Grant?
You won't be needing me anymore this evening, sir. I thought I'd run along.
No, I won't be needing you, Miss Grant. No. On second thought, perhaps you'd better stay a few minutes. There is something you can do.
Yes, sir?
I'll call you.
As you walk back to your desk, you unscrew the cap on the bottle of poison. A Herculean force drags at your arm as you try to lift the bottle to your lips. Finally, you succeed. Your throat is numb as you take one swallow, then another, and another. Then a sudden stiffness seizes your hand. The bottle slips through your fingers. Slowly, you walk around the desk, slump into the chair. You wait a minute or so and then press the buzzer.
Come in, Miss Grant.
Mr. Long, is something the matter?
Yes, I made a terrible mistake. In the cabinet there, 2 bottles almost identical. One contains cough medicine. The other, deadly poison.
Mr. Long, you didn't really take
Listen to me carefully, Bernice. It was a mistake, do you understand? Be sure they know. They mustn't think otherwise. It wasn't suicide. Remember that. It wasn't suicide.
You're not going to die.
What?
I was afraid you'd do something like this. I poured the poison down the sink yesterday afternoon. What you drank was just colored water.
Ed Stevens of Long Beach, California, is the Whistler fan who receives a $20 Signal gasoline book this week as a token of our appreciation for sending in this limerick. There once was a driver named Abbott, whose car took off like a rabbit. Signal Ethel, said he, is the fuel for me. From now on, I'll make it a habit.
Signal, signal, signal gasoline. Your car will go far with Go Farther gasoline.
If, like our friend Abbott, you like pickup that's quick as a rabbit, then Signal Ethel is a gasoline for you. But flashing pickup, mind you, is only one of the improvements you'll discover when you power your car with this super fuel. In addition, you'll enjoy Signal Ethel's extra power that makes cars fairly fly up hills and makes passing safer. And you'll be amazed at your engine's contented ping-free purr. For Signal Ethel is scientifically engineered to bring out the very peak of performance your car is capable of, regardless of age. So why not discover how much fun driving can be? Next time, treat your car to a tank full of the gasoline that's packed with more go. Next time, fill up with Signal Ethel.
When you raised the bottle of poison to your lips, you thought it was the only way out, didn't you, Jeffrey? You would cheat Estelle Blair's brother, the man who had sworn to kill you, if you took your own life and make it appear as an accident. And you would preserve the honored name of Jeffrey Long. Then, as you sat at your desk waiting for death, your secretary, Bernice Grant, informed you that you wouldn't die because she'd poured the poison out of the bottle the day before, replaced the deadly contents with harmless colored water.
I was afraid you'd try to kill yourself. You see, I've known about the letters.
You knew all along?
Yes. I've seen the fear, the worry in your eyes, the torture. But I couldn't let you do it.
I'll do it again. You or no one else can stop me.
No, you mustn't.
Please.
I can help you.
Please leave me alone, Bernice.
Promise me you won't try.
Leave me alone, Bernice, please.
I can help you. I want to help you.
I said... What'll I do, Bernice? What'll I do?
We must find Estelle Blair's brother. You could talk to him. Tell him it was an accident.
Yes. Yes, I could tell him how she slipped. Fell off the boat. I could show him I wasn't to blame.
I'm sure I could find him. I know if you'll trust me.
No, it's impossible.
What if I told you I'd already located Estelle Blair's father?
You what?
Yes. I learned about him the other day. He's living in the old men's home in Santa Peralta. I know if I can talk to him. Oh, please, let me try.
Well,
You promise not to try again to take your life.
are you sure you're not making all this up just...
I tell you, I know I can find Estelle's brother. Now, promise me.
All right.
Then go to the King Tut room in the basement. There's a telephone there and a couch. Stay there until I call you. I'll bring you some food later. Will you go?
Yes, Bernice. If you say so.
And please, no matter what happens, trust me. You must trust me. You see, I love you, Jeffrey.
Still numb with shock, you find your way down to the King Tut room, the large storage room filled with relics from the Valley of the Kings in Egypt. Without even taking off your tie, you lie down on the couch and drop into a deep sleep. You awake much later, and when you look at your watch, you see that it's Sunday morning, the morning of the day you expect to be killed. Your thoughts fasten on the tiny bit of hope Bernice gave you yesterday. You quickly reach for the phone.
Good morning. Visaya Apartments.
Miss Grant, please.
Thank you. Hello?
Bernice, this is Jeffrey. Have you found anything more about Estelle's brother?
Not yet, but Jeffrey, I've made progress. I definitely know she had a brother. He's somewhere in San Francisco.
But today is the anniversary of Estelle's death. The day it's going to happen. I can't just wait.
Got to wait. You must be patient, Jeffrey. At any moment, I may have some news.
What about the father in Santa Peralta?
You must trust me, Jeffrey.
I know, but what did he say? What's the brother's name?
I don't know yet.
But the father, didn't he tell you?
I'm working as fast as I can, Jeffrey. You must believe that. I'll call you later, this afternoon. Maybe I'll have some very good news. Just wait and be patient, will you? Don't go out.
Oh. All right, Bernice.
And remember, Jeffrey, I love you.
I will, Bernice. I guess I should have known it long ago.
She convinces you to wait, doesn't she, Jeffrey? And you sit there quietly in the near darkness, trying to fight down your desire to run away and leave town. You're debating this when you hear footsteps from the direction of the stairs outside. You tense nervously, staring at the door. Someone is coming, Jeffrey, into this room. Someone who moves quietly and has a key. You want to run, but the door's the only way, and then...
Good morning, Mr. Long.
Carruthers, what are you doing here?
Why, Grady, the regular caretaker, is on his vacation, sir. I'm relieving him this week.
But this is Sunday. You're not supposed to be here on Sunday.
Miss Grant instructed me that you were here, sir, doing some special work. She asked me to bring this breakfast tray.
Oh, yes, of course, I didn't see it. Sorry, Carruthers.
It's all right, sir. Anything else?
No, nothing else. Thanks.
You watch him leave, stare at the food, suddenly realize you're unable to eat it or to even think of hunger. Your nerves are getting the best of you, aren't they, Jeffrey? And you decide to take a chance and drive to Santa Peralta yourself at once. Talk to Estelle's father. You're sure you can make it and be back before Bernice calls you. You're on the highway in 5 minutes, headed south. An odd feeling tells you that a car somewhere behind you has been making the very same turns and that it picked you up near the museum. But you try to put it out of your mind when no attempt is made to catch up with you. Hours later, you pull up before an ancient stucco building bearing the sign, Santa Peralta Home for the Aged.
Well, no visitor so early. Welcome.
Oh, thank you.
Welcome.
I'm looking for a man by the name of Blair.
I'm sorry, Mr.
Long. Jeffrey Long.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Long. No one here by that name.
Maybe he's here under another name. He had a daughter named Estelle.
No one here with a daughter named Estelle.
She's a pretty girl, blonde. She was tragically killed about 2 years ago at sea, the Mediterranean. She fell overboard.
Oh, pity. Yes. But I'm afraid you have the wrong place. We have only 10 gentlemen here, and I know their records very well. We've never had your Mr. Blair here in San Peralta.
You're sure?
Absolutely, Mr. Long.
Something has gone wrong, hasn't it, Jeffrey? Bernice told you Estelle's father was in the old men's home at Santa Peralta, but apparently she was lying. Suddenly you look around you, find that you're driving through the Marina District, not far from the little cottage Estelle used to share with her mother in the days when Estelle was your assistant at the museum. You turn left, then right, and you see the house. Hardly recognize it after all these years. You stop and get out of the car and walk toward a tall woman who is watering the lawn next door.
Hello. It's a lovely day, isn't it?
You like 'em hot, this is going to be a scorcher.
You live here long?
9 to 15 years. You're not a collector, are you?
Oh, no. No, I'm neither a bill collector nor a process server. An old friend of mine used to live next door.
Andrews, maybe?
No, the name was Blair.
Oh, them. Mother, big woman. Arms like the posts on that porch.
Yeah, well, the girl, Estelle, was my friend.
Sweet little thing, blonde as corn silk. She was killed, you know. Fell off a boat somewhere near Europe or Asia or somewhere like that. Worked for a museum.
Well, I've been trying to locate her brother.
Brother? I don't seem to remember any man in the Blair family. Seems like there was just Estelle and her mother.
Oh, I see. Well, I got to be going.
There was a girl, though, used to live with the Blairs, a friend of Estelle's. Dark girl, slim, about 5'2", trim little thing. Wore hair in a bun. You know, I used to say to my husband, Mac, that dark girl looks more like Mrs. Blair than Estelle does. I bet you they're sisters. I used to say to my husband,
Wait a minute.
Mac...
Be quiet.
What?
That car. It went past and now it's turning around on the street.
Oh, no, law against... Well, what is it? What's the matter?
In your car, driving fast, you begin to pull away from the car in back of you. Soon lose sight of it altogether. Slowing down, your mind stops racing too. And then it hits you, Jeffrey. Something that woman back there said.
Dark girl, slim, about 5'2", trim little thing, wore hair in a bun. You know, I used to say to my husband, Mac, that dark girl looks more like Mrs. Blair than Estelle does. I bet you they're sisters.
That's it. Sisters. Of course.
Yes, Jeffrey, that's it. An exact description of Bernice, your own secretary. Suddenly it all becomes very clear to you, doesn't it? You noticed it the first day she came to work for you. There was something familiar about her. She reminded you of someone, but you were never able to figure out who she resembled. And now you know. You've been a fool, haven't you, Jeffrey? The way you've played into her hands. You're certain Bernice is Estelle's sister. And all the while, she's the one who's been sending the notes, intending to avenge her sister, Estelle. Back at the museum, you see no sign of the other car. But you're no longer worried about it, are you, Jeffrey? You're certain now that Bernice is your would-be assassin. You hurry inside and wait for her call. The hours drag by, and then...
Hello?
Jeffrey, darling, I'm calling from a payphone in a drugstore on Broadway. Someone is watching me, so don't ask any questions. Just do as I say.
All right, Bernice.
Jeffrey, I found the brother. He's going to try to kill you tonight. but he doesn't know where you are.
But you...
Be sure you keep all the lights out there in the basement.
Oh, yes, of course.
And don't call anyone. Don't tell anyone where you are.
No, of course not.
I'll meet you there in half an hour. Don't call anyone. You understand?
Yes. Yes, I understand.
Goodbye, Jeffrey. Darling.
She's clever, isn't she, Jeffrey? She's maneuvered you on the very anniversary of Estelle's death into the basement of the museum where no one can hear a sound through the thick walls. But it's over for her now, isn't it? All over.
Burton Detective Agency, Burton speaking.
This is Jeffrey Long, Burton.
Oh? What now?
I know who's been sending me those notes.
Yes?
My secretary all along. Bernice Grant.
What?
Yes. She's Estelle's sister. Now, you've got to help me.
Look here, Long. I've told you where I stand. Before I do anything, I have to know.
Are you prepared to go along with me the whole way, if I tell you?
What do you mean by that?
I mean, even to doing away with someone?
You mean Bernice?
Yes. If it's necessary.
Anything for money. You know that.
All right. Yes, I killed Estelle. Pushed her overboard, but she had it coming. I'll tell you about it later. Are you with me now?
Of course. I'll be right over.
You better bring along a man you can trust. Bernice is coming here to the King Tut room in the basement in half an hour. She'll probably have a gun. Can I depend on you?
Don't worry about a thing. We'll meet you there.
It seems ages as you sit there in the dark waiting. Then when the illuminated hands on your watch point to 8:30, you hear Bernice coming.
Jeffrey. Jeffrey, what are you?
I'm here.
Oh, I've been so worried. Here, let's turn on the light. Oh, I'm so tired, darling. I've been so worried.
Isn't this carrying things a little too far, Bernice?
Jeffrey, what do you mean?
How stupid do you think I am?
Jeffrey, what's this all about?
Still playing the game. Didn't you think I'd see through it all? You know, Bernice, I visited San Peralta. And as you know, Estelle's father has never been there.
I had to tell you something to keep you from doing away with yourself. It was all I could think of. Jeffrey, I've been working every minute, working for you. I asked you to trust me.
Trust you? You've had me so worked up I suspected everybody I ran into. Even thought it might be Carruthers, the caretaker. And in the car, I imagined someone was following me.
You didn't imagine it. You were being followed.
What?
I was afraid you might go out. I called in the police, begged them to put a man on you.
Do you expect me to believe that? Here, give me that purse.
Jeffrey!
So, you're carrying a gun. For what, Bernice?
Jeffrey, it's for your protection. I was afraid he might find you here. Why are you pointing that gun at me, Jeffrey?
You see, Bernice, I know all about you. Found out from a woman next door to your old house in the Marina District. I know you were the one who wrote me those notes.
No!
I know Estelle never had a brother. I've discovered something even more interesting.
But it...
I've discovered that you, Bernice, the sweet secretary who said she loved me, you're the one who intends to kill me. Because you're Estelle's sister. And that's why I'm going to kill you.
There are two ways to buy new tires. One way is to keep driving on smooth, unsafe treads until one day you're sailing down the highway, probably miles from nowhere, when all of a sudden, broomp, 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 you've got a flat. Your old tire is probably ruined before you can stop, so it's now worth nothing. All you can do is take whatever make of tire the nearest station carries, at whatever price they're charging. Well, there must be a better way to get new tires. And there is. That way is to trade in those remaining unsafe miles to your signal dealer now, while he's giving today's biggest allowance. What's more, the new tires on which signal dealers are giving this generous trade-in allowance are first-line Lee tires. famous over 47 years for long mileage. And today's Lees, made of cold rubber, toughened still further with patented Fill Black O, actually wear 30 to 40% longer than ever before. So from a dollars and cents standpoint, you just can't afford to keep on driving on treadbare old tires. Not now, while Signal service stations will trade them for new Lee tires at such surprisingly small cost. Stop in at your nearest Signal dealers tomorrow. Get his generous trade-in offer, and you'll know what I mean.
You watch Bernice standing against the wall, weeping. Everything is under control now, isn't it, Jeffrey? You're certain that you've outsmarted the girl you think is Estelle's sister. The girl you think wanted to kill you in vengeance for her sister's death. Now there's only one thing on your mind. To get out of the museum with Bernice and do away with her. You're tense, listening for the approaching footsteps which you know will be Burton's.
Oh, thank heavens, Jeffrey. He's coming. The detective I've had following you.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Bernice, you're wrong. That's someone I sent for.
But I told you not to call anyone.
I know you did. You wanted me all to yourself, didn't you?
You're out of your mind.
Hello? You in there?
Yes, in here, Burton.
Burton. Dick Burton?
Yes.
Come on out, Long.
Shall I bring Bernice?
No. Leave her there a while. Come on out alone.
Oh, don't go, Jeffrey. I found out for sure
It's
this morning.
no use, Bernice. I fell for your lies for a long time.
Wait, please! Jeffrey, don't go! The police will be here soon. Dick Burton is Estelle's brother.
Her brother!
Let that whistle be your signal for the Signal Oil program, The Whistler, each Sunday night at this same time. Brought to you by the Signal Oil Company, marketers of Signal gasoline and motor oil, and fine quality automotive accessories. Remember, friends, if you'd like the fun of having your friends hear a limerick of yours read on The Whistler, the address to which to send it is Signal Oil Company, Los Angeles, California. Your limerick must be your own composition. It will be judged on the basis of originality, humor, and suitability, and the decision of the judges is final. All entries become the property of the Signal Oil Company. Featured in tonight's story were Willard Waterman, Virginia Gregg, and Wilms Herbert. The Whistler was produced and directed by George W. Allen, with story by Harrison Negley, music by Wilbur Hatch, and was transmitted to our troops overseas by the Armed Forces Radio Service. The Whistler is entirely fictional, and all characters portrayed on The Whistler are also fictional. Any similarity of names or resemblance to persons living or dead is purely coincidental. Remember, at this same time next Sunday, another strange tale by The Whistler.
G-N-A-L Signal gasoline.
Your announcer has been Marvin Miller. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Well, my dear, I know that usually I have a bit more of a positive attitude toward my fellow man, even if I may not really be among them anymore. Well, the fact is, you can't have one without the other. You can't have kindness without cruelty. You can't have light without darkness. So love and hate are intertwined. But now let's look a little deeper and take a look at the man who knew how to hate.
And now, a tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
Standing alongside the 5-year-old station wagon was a woman. A woman.
woman. But the woman wasn't his woman. In just a moment, The Man Who Knew How to Hate, starring Joan Loring and Leon Janney, and written especially for suspense by Walter Black.
The lively crowd today agrees. Those who think young say Pepsi, please. They picked the right one, the modern light one. Now it's Pepsi for those who think young. So go ahead and pick the drink that lets you drink young as you think. Yes, get the right one, the modern light one. Now it's Pepsi for those who think young.
Well, I see where the Yankees lost again. The Yankees, they lost again. That's 3 in a row.
Oh.
Now, you take the Tigers for a change. They got a well-rounded ball club.
Tigers, Yankees, a stupid slob. Baseball's probably his whole life. And what's mine? Hate. Well, why not? It's a good, honest emotion. You can feed on it, live off it. And you never get enough. Better than love. It dries up. So does lust. Lust ought to rhyme with grace. And hate ought to rhyme with Albert. Miserable, penny-pinching, mousy Albert. First time I saw him, we were on the 509 to High Lawn. I was sitting next to him, and he was marking down things in a little 10-cent store note. Totaling up your racetrack winnings?
Huh? Oh, you mean this? Oh, no. I was just marking down my daily expenses. That way I keep track, you see.
Sounds like fun.
Oh, you'd be surprised how one's expenses can mount up if they're not constantly checked. Lunch, for instance. Unless I keep it down to 90 or 95 cents, my daily expenses can go over $3 or $3.50.
That much? Huh?
Oh, easily, yes. I'm Albert Larrabee.
Pete Friendly.
Hi, Lord, next stop. Here we out.
Well, that's my station. Excuse me, Mr. Friendly.
Relax, it's mine, too.
Oh, I didn't realize we were neighbors, so to speak.
What a creep. I made a mental note to avoid him in the future, but I tore it up when I saw who was waiting for him. He made a beeline for a 5-year-old station wagon. Standing alongside it was a woman. A woman. The woman. Red hair and sexy figure and everything else any man would ever want. It was eyes right for every commuter passing by. I stood there. Her eyes slid over me, stopped, slid back. My mouth felt dry. I knew the symptoms. Oh, brother, did I know the symptoms. I had to meet her. Touch her.
Oh, Mr. Friendly, I'd like you to meet my wife, Grace.
His wife. It had to be a joke. A woman like that? I walked over to the car. We shook hands. I felt the contact. So did she, I could tell.
I'm very glad to meet you, Mr. Friendly.
The name's Peter.
Peter. Mine's Grace.
Well, can we give you a lift?
No, thanks. My car's up in the lot.
Your wife doesn't use it during the day?
My ex-wife can't afford a car on the alimony she's into me for.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't be. We hated each other. And all the time I was wondering what she was doing with that little creep. How could she even talk to him for 5 minutes without dying of boredom? I had to get to her. The easiest way was by being friendly with Albert. 2 days later in the drugstore, I gagged down a part of a glue sandwich that was advertised as egg salad and watched him munch away on lettuce and cottage cheese, just like a 5'6" rabbit. Munch, munch, munch.
Was something wrong with your sandwich, Peter?
I'm not hungry.
Well, this place is quite a find, 70 cents for the salad plate.
Your wife a good cook?
Oh, well, frankly, I do most of my own cooking.
Yeah?
You see, I'm a diabetic, and a lot of things are forbidden to me. I can't eat just anything.
Sorry to hear that.
Oh, don't be. As long as I take my insulin, I'm fine. But it does limit the menus at home, so Grace usually fixes something for herself, and I do the same for myself. She's the intellectual type, you know. She paints and takes evening classes at the library. She's very interested in art.
I'll bet. Especially if art is a man. What was I feeling so superior about? This creep lived with her. I didn't. A week later, I took him out to a local inn. Albert had vegetable juice. Grace and I had 4 martinis apiece and played kneesies under the table. My chance came after dinner when Albert went to bring the car around. I've got to see you, Grace.
Yes, I know.
I'm going crazy thinking about you.
When?
Tomorrow noon at my place. I'll stay home from work.
Noon tomorrow, darling.
Noon, my place. It took the hands on my mantel clock an hour to travel from 11:55 to 12. Up to then, waiting and anticipating was almost fun. From 12, I'll know it was murder. 12:05. 12:07. Something had happened. 12:12. She wasn't going to show. The creep had stayed home, maybe. Maybe she hadn't meant it last night. Maybe she'd forgotten. Maybe she had another sucker on the string. Maybe...
Hello.
Hello.
Oh. I knew what the first one would feel like.
I just imagined.
Well?
Truth is greater than fiction.
Peter. Quelle heure est-il?
4, what's the French for 35?
I better be going.
Why?
Have you forgotten Albert?
For 4 hours, yeah.
Well, I've got to get home and change. Run a couple of errands before I pick him up.
When do I see you again?
Not this week.
Listen, if you think I'm going to be satisfied...
Don't be mad, darling. I'm a married woman, remember?
So get unmarried. I'll put up the dough for your divorce if that's what's bothering you. What are you laughing at? I say something funny?
No. Just terribly sweet. You are quite a guy, darling.
And you're all the woman I ever wanted.
There's something you don't understand, though. I can't leave Albert.
Why? He's short and bald and 100 years older than you. And the way he pinches every penny until it turns green, you certainly aren't sticking with him for his money.
Aren't I, darling? Peter, every week for 21 years, Albert has taken exactly 10% of his salary check, right down to the exact penny, and invested it in the stock market.
You're kidding.
Sometimes he buys, sometimes he sells, but always he reinvests. Good times, bad times, every week without fail, 10% of his paycheck has gone right into the kitty. He doesn't believe in banks, you see, or life insurance for saving money. He even kept it a secret from me until about 2 years ago.
How much has he sold it away?
$133,000.
100 grand.
133 grand. And that was back in March. So you see why I'm so upset, Pete. You've turned my safe little world upside down. There is another way.
What do you mean, baby?
I mean, There is another way to be free of Albert. And keep the money.
You mean what I think you mean?
What do you think I mean, darling?
Murder.
Oh, no. Accidents happen every day. Well, don't they?
An accident. Of course. All we have to do is figure out what kind of an accident's going to happen to Albert. Sure, I went for it. I had to have her, and the dough only made it more urgent. So don't go moral on me. A week went by. The longest I ever suffered through, and then she called. We made a date in Midtown New York at a French restaurant where they never heard of cottage cheese or egg salad sandwiches.
You're staring at me, Peter.
Do you realize how long it's been?
8 days, less 30 minutes.
Well, maybe you can stand it, but I can't.
You'll have to, darling. From now on, we're just casual acquaintances.
You're crazy.
No, you are if you think I'm going to jeopardize our chances. Oh, darling, don't pout.
How are you?
After the funeral, I'll move away to Florida, California. And in a couple of weeks, you can join me.
You talk as if you were already dead.
Why not? After tomorrow morning, he will be.
Tomorrow? We haven't made any plans.
Shh. We're not going to. The best murders are the simplest kind. Most people make their biggest mistake in doing too much planning, leaving too many loose ends, you know.
No, I don't. I'm with a real estate firm, not with the mafia.
Temper. Anyway, it's tomorrow. This coq au vin is delicious.
And I thought I was cold-blooded.
Darling, I'm just realistic, like most women. Of course, if you want to back out.
Listen, I hate that little creep. I'm not backing out. But how?
Subway. You both take it every morning from the station.
Yeah, but I go uptown, he goes down.
Tomorrow, you both go downtown. Make up a reason. And be sure you're on the platform with Albert. Better sit with him on the train going in.
Then what?
Do I have to draw you a diagram? The subways are jammed at rush hour, aren't they? It's a wonder more people aren't shoved over the edge of the platform. But listen, whatever you do, don't be obvious. Pretend to buy a paper and leave. And then just...
I don't think it's quite as crowded this morning as usual.
How could it get more jammed? I can't even raise my hand to scratch my nose.
You should cultivate the attitude of always looking on the bright side, Peter. You'd be surprised at the difference it can make in your daily living.
Nickels and dimes do add up, huh?
Well, in a way, yes. Yeah, as my sainted mother used to say, a penny saved is a penny earned.
That's what your mother said?
Oh, yes, many times. Of course, it wasn't original with her.
Oh, wasn't it?
No, if I remember correctly, it was Benjamin No,
Now, hold the fort, Albert. I forgot to get a paper. Excuse me, please. Coming through. I let 4 or 5 rows of people get between me and the creep, and then I stopped and looked back. He was right at the edge of the platform reading his paper, the stock market quotations, no doubt. He wasn't paying any attention to anyone around him. I started inching my way back. Grace was right. It was going to be a lead pipe cinch. I was maybe 4 feet behind him when I heard the train barreling down the tunnel. I pushed forward like everybody else. There were the train's headlights. It was now.
Hey!
Watch
The simplest thing in the world, and you botch it.
I did everything just the way I was supposed to. It's not my fault the train stopped in time.
Yes, it was. You pushed him too soon.
All right.
Just lucky Albert's so unsuspecting.
Well, what'd he say?
Just how glad he was you were there to keep him company until he calmed down. Actually, he blamed himself for standing too close to the edge of the platform.
Now what? And don't say we try that again.
Shut up and let me think. Wait,
You got an idea?
I just might have.
Well, what is it this time? Push him in front of the Fifth Avenue bus? How about noontime on 42nd Street?
Shut up.
Or better yet, how's this? I get Albert down to the aquarium, and when nobody's looking, I pick him up and throw him into the shark tank. He looks enough like a shark himself with that pointed nose. Of course, he might last for a day or two, but eventually the sharks would gobble him up.
Wait a minute. Why didn't I think of that right away?
Hmm?
It's been there all along, staring me in the face.
What, the sharks?
Shut up and let me think a minute.
You really have come up with an idea?
You're darn right I have. Foolproof, too, darling.
What?
Never mind. The less you know, the better off we are. And this time, I'll do it.
Oh, by the way, Grace, dear, I spoke to Mr. Thatcher today.
How is old Fatso?
As a matter of fact, he did speak of going on a diet.
Bully for him.
But we were talking about my vacation. I get 3 weeks this year, you know, so I asked him for the first 3 weeks in August. That's satisfactory with you, isn't it, my dear?
Why not? Oh, 10 o'clock. Time for your insulin, Albert.
Oh, so it is. Oh, could I impose on you, my dear? I'm rather tired.
Of course. Just sit and relax.
Thank you, dear. Oh, by the way, shall we go to that same hotel again? It was most restful.
Doesn't matter. Anything you say.
Although we might try the seashore as a change, even if I do sunburn too easily.
Your vacation, Albert. You make the decision. Here.
Oh, you filled the hypodermic, I see. That's very thoughtful of you. There you are.
Did you inject it all?
Every last drop, my dear.
I was just thinking of something amusing.
What an odd coincidence, so was I. What was in the hypodermic, Grace? A saline solution, I should imagine.
What? What are you talking about?
Oh, come. No more games. It was a saline solution, I'm sure. Water alone isn't efficient enough. I should go into a coma within the hour, if you're wondering.
Albert, I don't know what you're talking
And I should
about.
be dead sometime before, say 6 in the morning.
Why are you talking this way? I don't know what you think I've done.
Don't you, Grace? The police will tomorrow when they play the tapes I've sent them.
The tapes? Albert, what are you talking about?
Briefly, and to the point, you and Mr. Friendly.
Mr. Friendly?
White mouse I may be, and to some even a creep.
What?
But no one has ever accused me of being deaf, dumb, and blind.
What are you...
I know you, Grace. I can read you like a book. A nasty, dirty book.
Albert, what...
I know why you've stayed with me. I know what you think of me. Odd, isn't it, that you've never known what I think of you?
Albert, I thought...
Spare me. I've loathed you for a long time. I've loathed you for your mean little soul and your petty mind and...
You...
Yes, for your beauty, which was never mine. And I think I've loathed you most of all because I still loved you.
Albert?
I've had private detectives working for me since the day you first set eyes on Mr. Friendly. They're the ones who, what's the expression? Bugged his apartment.
Oh,
very interesting listening, Grace. Of course, I must admit the subway was a surprise, and so messy, too. I knew you'd revert to this.
Oh, Albert.
You're even attractive when you cry. Oh, one more surprise, my good wife. Had you possessed the patience to wait another 6 months, at the most a year, all that money would have been yours legally.
What?
My last little secret. You thought I'd been going to the doctor only for diabetes? Alas, no. Cancer. Dread word, isn't it? We discovered it 2 years ago.
Oh.
No, I haven't suffered any pain yet. I'm told that comes only in the final stages. Oh, that's what I couldn't face.
Oh.
So, thank you very much for your assistance.
Albert, couldn't we just once more try to...
No, we couldn't. Now, would you leave me alone? The condemned man is supposed to get his last wish, and mine is really quite simple. I don't want to look at you again. Never.
How he fooled us both. Who would have dreamed it of him, the miserable little creep? Well, everything but the last chapter is over.
Arsening, the next station, arsening.
Okay, buddy, on your feet.
You don't have to make with a muscle.
Now, you be a good boy, and I'll take the cuffs off. Let's go.
So that's how it ends for me, in a cell in Sing Sing. That white mouse Albert must be laughing his head off wherever he is. And I thought I knew how to hate.
Suspense. You've been listening to The Man Who Knew How to Hate, starring Joan Loring as Grace Larrabee and Leon Janney as Peter Friendly, and written for Suspense by Walter Black. In a moment, the names of our players and a word about next week's story of Suspense.
Mommy, I scraped my elbow.
Oh, dear, you ought to be more careful. Wait, I'll get the unguentine.
But, Mommy, isn't that for burns?
Sure, but unguentine's wonderful for scratches, too, and for cuts and scrapes.
As well as burns. Science has proved that unguentine boosts nature's healing power as no plain antiseptic can. Forms a protective cover to lock out germs and speed healing.
Stops the hurting, too.
See, it's not just for burns.
And now there's something new. Unguentine First Aid Spray. Looks like a fire extinguisher, but inside is special unguentine medication that puts out pain, kills germs, and starts healing fast as you spray it on. Cools and soothes sunburn on contact. Get both unguentine First Aid Spray and unguentine antiseptic dressing that boosts nature's healing power.
Suspense is produced and directed by Bruno Zerato Jr., music supervision by Ethel Huber, and featured in tonight's story was Bob Dryden as Albert Larrabee. Also heard in our cast were Bill Smith and Barbara Cassar.
Well, since we've faced a bit more of the harsher, darker side, why not have a little fun now? Because, after all, not everything in love and hate is so acerbic. Sometimes it's more of a feeling, an odd inkling like our herald from earlier. So let's talk a little bit less about the man who knew to hate and learn a little bit more about a gentleman just going about his life, not realizing, or perhaps only subconsciously, that he would become the man the insects hated.
Mutual presents The Mysterious Traveler.
This is The Mysterious Traveler, inviting you to join me on another journey into the realm of the strange and the terrifying. I hope you will enjoy the trip, that it will thrill you a little and chill you a little. So settle back, get a good grip on your nerves, and be comfortable. If you can. It's the end of July and rather warm, isn't it? There's probably an insect or two buzzing around in your living room right this moment, or banging against your screen trying to get in. Before we go any further, you better get rid of it. If you do, you'll breathe easier as you hear the unusual story I have for you today. The story I call The Man the Insects Hated. My story begins in a homemade laboratory in a crumbling mansion on the edge of a bayou, deep in the heart of the Louisiana swamps. Outside, the air is filled with the strident hum and buzz of insects, uncounted swarms of them crawling and hopping and flying in the hot, lush atmosphere. Inside the laboratory, the air is filled with the same sound as a small man with graying hair lifts a wire insect trap to a table.
Listen to them, Mary. How they hate me, every one of them. The flies, the bees, the hornets, the beetles, the locusts, the spiders, they all hate me.
Oh, John, they don't hate you. They're just bugs. They can't hate you.
Yes, but listen to them hum and buzz when I come near. They know me, and the reason they're so upset is that they know that we're enemies, and that I'm going to destroy them. Destroy them utterly.
All right, John.
Oh, Mary, you look tired. This life we've been leading the last few months, it's very dreary for you, isn't it?
It's all right, John. It doesn't matter.
Oh, but it does. These swamps, they must seem like the last outpost of creation to you. You always did love the city and the lights, the movement, the gaiety.
I'm all right. You mustn't worry about me. It's such a struggle. If we had someone to help us, it would be easier. But no one will come out here and work for us.
Yes, I know, my darling. Believe me, I do. But it's only for a little while. Soon we'll be rich. I promise it.
All right, John. I'll be patient.
You do believe me, Mary. You know that I'm on the verge of success now, don't you? That last formula, you saw how quickly it killed every insect in the cage?
Yes, I know. It was wonderful, John.
Yes, and you know yourself what it'll mean to the world. The perfect insect killer, something much better than DDT. Why, it will be tremendous. It will make the worst jungle livable. It'll cut down disease and increase the crops.
There's someone at the door.
Yes. That's very odd. I wonder who it could be.
I'll see. Perhaps it's Dr. Guernsey or Mr. Conway, the druggist. They promised to call.
Good morning. Is Professor Hanson in?
Why, yes, he is. Come in quickly. There's so many flies.
Yeah. Seems like the air is full of bugs outside. Never saw so many in my life.
What is it, Mary?
It's someone to see you, John. I don't know who.
Andrews, the name, Professor. Martin Andrews. Say, you really are out in the wilds here, aren't you? Thought I'd never find you.
Yes, we are rather isolated, but...
You're wondering who I am and what I want here. The truth is, I was in Conway's drugstore back in town, and he told me you might be able to use a handyman.
Oh, a handyman?
Yes, we can use a handyman. How much do you want?
Oh, not very much. I guess $25 a week would do me.
We can manage that, I think.
But on second thought, I don't know. I'm not crazy about these swamps with all these bugs around and...
Oh, please try it anyway, Mr. Andrews. My husband is engaged on some very important research, and he needs help badly.
Oh. Well, when you put it like that, Mrs. Hanson...
Then you will stay.
Yeah, I'll stay. What have I got to lose? Maybe I'll like it better than I thought at first.
Excellent, Mr. Andrews, excellent.
Oh, just call me Martin, Professor.
Yes, Martin, yes. Now, there are a lot of details that you can help me with. Now, take this watch, and...
Lunch will be ready in a minute.
Oh, yes, my dear, yes. Take this watch, Martin, and you see this wire trap full of insects?
Yeah. There must be thousands of bugs in there.
There are. You see, I'm working to discover the perfect insect exterminator.
Oh, yeah, I see.
Yes, and in this spray gun, I have my latest solution, Formula 312. And I'm going to spray it just once at this trap full of insects, and you are to time how long it takes them all to die.
You're going to kill all those bugs with just one squirt from that sprayer?
I hope so. And they know it, too. Listen to them hum. How they hate me. They know I'm going to kill them, and they wish they could get free to kill me. Huh? Oh, yes. Yes, they know me. Insects hate me. All insects. Just as I hate them. They'd kill me if they could, but instead I'm going to kill them. Have you got your eye on the watch?
What? Oh, yeah, sure.
Then start timing. Now, watch and listen.
Say, that stuff really mows them down, Professor.
Yes, they're dying now. A few of them are still trying to crawl around, but there they go. Now, how long did it take?
29 seconds.
It's good, but not quite good enough. But I'm sure I'm on the right track.
Lunch is ready, John.
Oh, yes, my dear, yes, we're coming. Well, Martin, do you think you're going to like working here, helping me develop my new insect killer?
Yes, sir, Professor. I've got an idea it's going to be a lot more interesting here than I ever imagined.
Some more coffee, John?
Thank you, my dear. No, I want to go back to the lab to try a new formula. And while I'm mixing it, why don't you show Martin around the place?
Why,
That's a swell idea, Professor. I'd like to get wise to just what you're doing here.
But I'm sure that John could show you around and explain everything better than I could.
No, not at all, Mary. And besides, you know how I feel about going outdoors.
Well, all right, John. If you want me to.
Fine. I'll get started on the new mixture right away, and when you're through, I'll have something for you to do, Martin.
Okay, Professor. Well, Mrs. Hanson, I'll be obliged to you if you'll give me the lowdown on everything.
Well, all right, Martin. There are things that you really should know.
So, that's how it is, huh?
Mm-hmm.
The professor is hipped on the subject of bugs and wants to rid the world of them. And he thinks they all know it and hate him, huh? Oh, that's a hot one. The bees and the mosquitoes and the flies, they all got it in for him, huh?
You mustn't laugh. I know it's a strange quirk of his mind, but it's a harmless one. And you must pretend not to notice anything odd about it.
Okay, Mrs. Hanson, if you say so.
You see, when he was a small boy, my husband was almost stung to death by a swarm of bees. That brought on his peculiar hatred of all insects, and his belief that they hate him.
Sure, I can see how that'd be.
And that's the reason why all his life he's been experimenting to find the perfect insect exterminator.
It's screwy, but if he does find this perfect bug killer, it'll pay off big.
Oh, he will find it. I'm sure of it. That's why I'm willing to... I'm sure he will.
You were going to say that's why you're willing to stay here in this swamp, because you think he'll find this bug killer and make a lot of money from it, huh? Well, that's the truth, ain't it, Mrs. Hanson?
You're being impertinent.
The first time I looked at you, I could see you weren't meant for a life like this. You were meant for pretty clothes and soft music, dancing, fun. Not for rotting away in a swamp that's only fit for bugs.
You mustn't talk like that. I've got to go back to the house.
No, not yet. Listen, the minute I stepped inside that house, I knew you were eating your heart out all for fun and people and pretty things.
I don't know what you're talking about. Let go of my wrist.
Not yet. Listen, I'm no handyman. I know how to make money when I want to. It's just good luck that brought me here, my good luck. There's meant to be something between us. I knew that the second you opened the door this morning.
You're crazy. Let me go.
Sure, I'll let you go. There. Well, why don't you run away from me now that you can?
You mustn't say things like that. You mustn't.
But I already have, and I will again. You weren't meant to be married to a dotty old dodo like the professor. You were meant to live. And I'm going to hang around here until I prove it to you.
And so Martin Andrews joined the strange household in the swamps, the household where Professor Hansen plotted death for the insect world. Mary suggested to him that it had been a mistake to hire Martin so hastily without investigating his background, but her husband pooh-poohed her arguments, and she was silent, knowing she could not explain that she was both frightened and fascinated by a man whom she'd seen for the first time that day. So Martin stayed, and in the days that followed, Professor Hansen found him invaluable. With his help, the work went much more quickly. And daily, as the work progressed, the number of insects swarming about the house increased, buzzing and humming ominously as though news of the professor's success was spreading throughout the whole swamp. Then one morning in the laboratory...
Time, Martin.
Exactly 15 seconds, Professor.
15 seconds and every insect in the trap is dead. We've done it, Martin. Mary! Mary!
Yes, John. What is it?
Mary, we've done it. At last I found the formula that will kill any insect known almost instantly.
Oh, John. Oh, I'm so glad.
Yes, Formula 397. See, here it is. Just a few marks on this piece of paper. But it's man's final victory over the insect world.
Ha! Listen to the bugs outside hum, Professor.
Yes.
They sound almost like they knew what you'd done.
Oh, yes, they do know. But they're helpless. They're beaten and they know it. Yes, now I've got to write a note to Dr. Guernsey and Mr. Conway. Martin, wait here for me.
Yeah, sure, Professor.
Martin, what are you doing with that formula?
Just putting it in my pocket where it'll be safe. You know how the professor is, always losing things.
Give it to me, please. I'll take care of it.
No, I think I'd better hold on to it. But I have something else for you.
No. Let me go. Let go of me.
Ever since that first day. And I've been waiting till you know as well as I do that we were meant for each other.
You mustn't say such things.
You do know it, don't you?
No.
Maybe this will convince you.
Oh, Martin. Oh, Martin.
Now you know it, don't you?
Yes. Oh, I'm crazy, I suppose, but I can't help it. You've got to go away, Martin. Now, today.
You are crazy if you think I'm going without you. Oh, here comes the professor. We'll talk about it later.
Martin, here's a note from Mr. Conway, the druggist. I've asked him to come out with Dr. Guernsey tomorrow night. Will you drive into town and deliver it to him, please?
Sure, Professor. I'd be glad to. Right away.
Come in, Martin, quickly.
Yeah.
Oh, my, your clothes are covered with insects. Here, stand still a minute. I'll get rid of them. There, it takes care of that. How in the world did so many get on you?
When I got out to open the garage door, they were crawling all over it. They dropped onto me. I couldn't knock them off.
John! Oh, John!
Yes, Mary?
John, there are ants in the kitchen. A whole swarm of giant black ants. They're monsters.
Giant ants in the kitchen. How did they get in?
I don't know, but they're there. And more coming all the time.
Well, never mind. We'll take care of them. Come on, Martin. Bring the spray gun.
Right.
They mustn't get into the house. I won't let them. They want to get at me, but they're not going to.
There they are, John. All over the floor.
There's giant ants. The floor's black with them. And look at them come this way toward me. They know who I am. Quick, Martin. Use the spray.
Yes, Professor. Yeah, this will fix them. Look at them turn up their toes.
Yes.
Yeah. That finishes them.
But how in the world did they get in? I thought I'd made this house insect-proof.
Here are some more, coming through this hole in the woodwork.
I'll take care of them. There. Now I'll plug up the hole. No more will come in that way.
They're such big ants. I've never seen any that big before.
And they were after me, but we've taught them a lesson.
Professor, you've almost convinced me you're right. About the bugs hating you, I mean.
What are you saying?
It's the truth. You never saw so many bugs in your life as there are outside right now. When I got back from town, I could hardly see the house for the beetles and the flies and the hornets that are buzzing around it. And a couple of times the car ran over columns of ants so thick I thought they were going to clog the wheels. Columns heading this way.
Is that so? I must go over to the window and see for myself. Yes, good heavens, the screen is so covered with insects I can't see out.
I'll give them a dose of your bug killer. That'll make them move on. There. That cleared them off. Now, take a look outside, Professor. Did you ever see anything like that in your life?
Oh! Good Lord, the sky is black with insects. Look at that swarm over the trees. Flying beetles, wasps, bees. Look, I can't identify them all.
Yeah, and just listen to them. Listen to that song of hate.
Don't say that. It's just a natural phenomenon. These swamps breed insects by the millions.
Yeah, I know. And every one of those millions is headed right for this spot.
But that's ridiculous.
No, it's not. All the way to town, I didn't see a single bug. Because they're all gathered right around here, right around this house.
You mustn't say that.
He's right. They know what's happening here, and they want to stop me.
No, John, no.
If you want my advice, the thing to do is make up all the Formula 397 we can. If those bugs ever get into this house, we're gonna need it.
As the day wore on, the clouds of insects surrounding the old mansion in the swamps grew steadily bigger. At times, the house was almost hidden by the black swarms of tiny creatures flying and crawling over it, as if they really were trying to force their way inside. But only a few did get into the house through unnoticed cracks. But as night came on...
John.
Yes?
John, the lights won't go on.
They won't?
No, look. Her fuse must have blown out.
I'll go take a look, Professor. I have the flashlight.
Thank you, Martin.
I'll only be a minute.
Listen to them, Marion. Listen to them swarming about the house, beating against the screens, trying to get in at me.
Oh, John, they're just insects. They don't hate you.
They don't? Well, then where have they come from? Why are they surrounding this house? Answer me that.
Oh, I don't know.
Martin agrees with me. He said so this afternoon.
You mustn't pay any attention to Martin.
Listen to them. If they could get in, we'd be dead in 15 minutes. There's death we hear humming and buzzing out there, Mary.
Professor! Professor!
Yes, what is it? Did you find the trouble?
Yes, it's in the switch box, all right. All the fuses are blown out.
All of them? But how?
The switch box is full of little beetles. I don't know where they came from, but they caused a short circuit that blew out all the fuses.
They did it on purpose.
Oh, John!
Well, anyway, we'll be using candles tonight. And there's another thing.
What, Martin?
The cellar is full of little white ants. I couldn't find out where they're coming from.
White ants?
Not ants, Martin. Those are termites.
Well, termites, then. They're all over everything.
Termites? They can eat their way through wood. They can eat holes that the other insects can enter through.
Yeah. That's right, isn't it?
Martin, come on. Get 2 insect sprays. We've got to get down there and destroy them before they destroy us.
Listen to them. There must be billions of bugs out there. Crickets, bees, flies, hornets, wasps, ants, every kind of insect there is. It's a good thing you put tight screens on this house.
John!
What is it, Mary?
I thought I felt the house shake then.
Ah, don't let your imagination get you. I didn't feel anything.
No. You must keep control of your nerves.
I suppose I imagined it then. Oh, John, it's almost midnight. Are they ever going to go away?
Maybe not. If the professor's right and they're after him, they'll just hang around until we starve to death. Or until they get in and finish us off.
Oh, Martin, stop it.
Martin is right. We've used up all the Formula 397, and if they ever do get into the house, we're doomed.
I was just thinking that myself.
We have got to get help.
Go out of the house?
Yes.
Oh, no, John.
Not all of us. But maybe if I were to take the car and make a dash for town, they might follow me.
John, that's madness.
In the sedan with all the windows shut, they couldn't get at me, and in town I could get help.
Yeah, you could.
I could make up more Formula 397 at Conway's drugstore, and he and Dr. Guernsey can come back with me. And if we used a big pumper spray, we could destroy every insect that's outside.
No! You mustn't try it.
It sounds like a good idea to me. I'd go, only I couldn't mix the formula.
No, John, you mustn't go out.
Yes, I'm going to do it. If those ants ever get at the car, they'd cut the tires to shreds, and then we would be at their mercy. I've got to go for help while I can.
Then let's all go. We can all get in the car.
It'd be safer to stay here. This house will hold them off for a good while yet. I think the professor's scheme is the best.
All right, Martin. Now, I'll get ready. And then you come downstairs and help me with the garage doors. And you're going to have to open and shut them awfully fast when I take the car out.
Despite Mary's protests, Professor Hansen carried out his plan. With the car tightly closed, the motor racing, Martin flung open the garage doors. The car shot out into the night, the headlights showing great swarms of flying insects in its path. Then Martin swiftly closed and bolted the door again and hurried upstairs.
Well, he's gone.
Oh, why did you let him go?
That ought to be obvious.
What do you mean?
I didn't let him go. I made him go. I put the whole idea in his mind so he'd go off and leave us alone here.
Oh, no.
Sure I did. I'm a bright boy. From now on, it's going to be just you and me and fun.
What are you saying?
John isn't going to come back from his little trip to town.
I don't understand.
I'll make it simple. In the first place, all those bugs outside don't mean a thing. When I was in town this morning, Conway the druggist told me it happens out here every 7 years or so. There's something about the way the wind blows that makes millions of bugs come out of the swamp to swarm around this house in certain years.
Oh, but then why did you pretend to believe John when he said it was because they were after him?
Just so as he'd go to town for help. Those bugs are harmless. As soon as the wind shifts, they'll be gone.
But then...
Right this minute, John's driving to town as fast as he can go. And any second now, the steering gear is gonna bust.
Martin. No.
Yes, baby, because I fixed it to. And when that steering wheel goes, it'll be curtains for John. The car'll hit a tree, and you'll be free to marry me. We'll have Formula 397 and all the dough it'll bring in.
That's murder.
No, it isn't murder. It's being smart.
You've murdered John. And I'm guilty, too. Because I didn't make him send you away.
Oh, you never really wanted me to go.
I ought to loathe you. And myself, too, but I...
But you don't.
No, Martin. I don't.
That's more like it, baby. We'll always be together. Always.
Forever, Martin. Martin!
Huh?
Something's happening.
What?
The house. It's shaking.
Oh, we gotta get out of here. The house is caving in. It's very quick. Grab hold of me. Come on now, before... Look out!
Martin!
Mr. Conway, can't you drive faster? We must get back to the house.
I'm driving as fast as I can, Professor.
Professor, you must control yourself. That was a serious accident you were in. It's a miracle you weren't killed.
Sure was. Where your car hit that tree, well, I'm just glad it wasn't me.
Yes, but please drive faster.
No, I should never have allowed you to return to your home with us. You should be in a hospital.
But, Doctor, my wife and Martin, I've got to save them. Those insects. They hate me. They're out to destroy all of us. They'll kill my wife and Martin if we don't get there in time.
Professor, you must calm yourself. I'm sure it isn't as serious as all that.
Oh, Doctor, you're like everyone else. You don't know how dangerous the insect world is, but I know, and that's why they hate me, and that's why they're out to destroy me and my wife and Martin.
Well, we're almost there. The house is just around this bend in the road.
Yes, but please hurry. You mustn't slow down.
Professor, I gotta take this curve slow. After all, we don't want no more... Good Lord.
The house. It's collapsed. They've wrecked it. The insect have wrecked it.
I told you they were out to get me. Now come quickly. We must find my wife and Martin.
Come along, Conway. This looks bad.
Yes, Doctor.
Mary! Mary, where are you? Mary, answer me.
Conway, you'd better start looking through the wreckage.
Okay.
Mary! Mary, where are you?
Oh, Lord, I've never seen so many bugs in all my life.
If we'd only had more of my Formula 397, we could kill all of them. All of them. But they won't get the better of me. They won't.
Oh, Professor, what are you doing? There isn't any spray in that gun. It's empty.
I'll show them. I'll show them.
Doctor, I found them. They're under the wreckage of the house.
Oh, you'd better take me to them, Conway. Perhaps we can...
It's too late, Doc. They're both dead.
Dead? They're dead?
Yes, Professor. They were killed by falling timbers when the house collapsed.
No! No! It wasn't the falling timbers that killed them. It was the insect world that killed them. They tried to destroy me, and instead they murdered Mary. And now they're trying to break me down, but I won't let them. I won't let them. My formula. Formula 397. This spray will destroy them all. Yes. Yes. They're dying left and right. They're dying. You see?
Doc, what's wrong with them? That spray gun's empty.
Yes, Conway, I know. I'm afraid he's completely mad. The insect world has destroyed his mind.
This is the mysterious traveler again. And how did you enjoy our visit with the man the insects hated? Too bad about poor Professor Hanson, wasn't it? Yes, they found he'd gone completely mad, and in his madness had completely forgotten his newly discovered Formula 397, which would destroy all insects. What happened to the copy of the formula which Martin had stolen? Well, strangely enough, when Martin's body was removed from the wreckage, the formula was not in his pockets. Some people say that the insects... Oh, you have to get off here. I'm sorry. But I'm sure we'll meet again. I take this same train every week at this same time.
You have just heard The Mysterious Traveler, a series of dramas of the strange and terrifying. In today's story, the cast included Maurice Tarplin, Eric Dressler, Helen Shields, and Robert Dryden. Original music was played by Gene Perazzo. The Mysterious Traveler is written, produced, and directed by Bob Arthur and David Kogan.
Well, my dear, I do hope you know that if one thing is certain, it's that I do not hate you. In fact, quite the opposite. One of the best parts of my week is spending time with you, having something fun and scary to enjoy and share. So thank you from the bottom of whatever it is in place of my heart for all of your kind companionship and fellowship. I do appreciate it. But now, well, the sun will be up soon, so you should probably make your way home. But as you go down the dark and narrow streets, cutting through yards and woods, having the sticks and branches of bushes and trees snapping against you as you try to get home in time, as you lay your head down on your pillow, take a moment and be thankful for what you have. I'll see you next time.